the murmur is extremely strong among the villagers here who have been saying that they had seen not just one or two buses, but it could be even since a number of private vehicles are also known to fly and to be using this bridge. But what is interesting to note is that there are two parallel bridges here. The one in question now currently is the old bridge, while the other one is the new bridge. So essentially it raises one simple question: why, when there was a new bridge being constructed, what was the need of using the old bridge? So that is something that the matter of inquiry will be looking at and try and find out probably more answers as to that. But yes, this is the old bridge that has collapsed, and that is the one under question, and that is exactly from where the search operations begin, and up till it goes down the Savitri River, 17 kilometers downstream. And also, having said that, downstream, it's also creating a lot of problems for the search operation, considering that certain of the villages have been blocked because of the strong current. The banks of the river have been overflowing, and even as we speak, there's so much of turbidity in the river that divers themselves are contemplating as to whether it is safe enough to venture further or not.
4 NDRF teams that have been pressed into these operations. They've joined the Coast Guard as well as other agencies who are also currently at the site. These NDRF teams have been brought in, 2 from Mumbai, 2 from Pune. Herman, you were saying that there is another bridge which is under construction, a new bridge which is under construction, or is that also open for use already?
Well, the new bridge has been always in use, but at the same time, having said that, this is the old bridge that was used, and at the same time, it is the new bridge from where currently the traffic is being diverted. And having said that, there's a major traffic jam problem here. You have a number of villages also coming in. So currently, what the local police here in Mahad is looking at is diverting that particular traffic onto the new road. So the part in question, the bridge that essentially collapsed yesterday is the old bridge, while at the same time, there is a parallel new bridge that is also used by travelers essentially.
Were there any surveys done, any reports given on the state of this bridge and whether it is safe enough to be used or not? It is an extremely old bridge, Herman.
Well, the Maharashtra PWD minister in the morning did say that an audit was conducted to find out about the safety of the bridge. So that is something that the government has been maintaining so far, that the audit and the safety report of the bridge was very much conducted well before the monsoon. So therefore, it raises a simple question as to why, even after an audit was conducted, what was the need of allowing vehicles to fly on the very old bridge? Why wasn't the bridge closed? That is something that even the villagers have been maintaining. But what they are saying at the same time is that when the traffic flow is extremely heavy, both the bridges are used by not just the buses, but also the private vehicles that fly onto this. Remember, having said that, this is essentially a highway, and therefore one will be able to gauge the kind of traffic movement that happens here. And therefore, whenever the traffic is extremely heavy on the new bridge, certain vehicles are known to have been used, the old bridge, the audit of which the PWD Minister of Maharashtra has confirmed was conducted much before the monsoon could begin.
No, but do we know what did this audit report find? Did it specifically say whether the bridge was unsafe to be used at all?
Well, there are very scarce details as to whether the safety of the bridge could be allowed for vehicles to be flight, and that is something that is being looked at. And even as the investigation is getting out, there are certain questions also being raised. One will obviously have to go look through the audit report that was conducted of the bridge. And yes, in case if it did indicate that the safety of the bridge was guaranteed, then what was the reason that exactly led to its collapse yesterday when the winds were extremely heavy? The water current of the Savitri River was also extremely strong.